Hey everybody, it's ALG. Yeah, I know I'm smoking, but it's a good day to have one, first of all. And second of all, I did really well on my report card. I got like a B plus, a B, an A, and an A minus. So that's not too bad. I was really stressing out over this semester over a lot of things, and one of them was my grades, because I wasn't doing too well. I thought I wasn't doing too well in a few classes. Basically, in my intermediate video class, if I would have missed, I basically missed, not missed, okay, well, here's the entire thing behind my intermediate video class. My intermediate video class, the way the attendance works, if you're like even a minute late, like after the 5-minute grace period, so basically every class begins 5 minutes later than it should, just to, allow us to get in our seats. But if you basically go like even like a minute past the 5-minute grace period, you're automatically marked absent, even if you show up late and stay for the rest of the class, you're still absent. So basically what ended up happening is that I was late for about 4-5 classes. I was late for about 4-5 classes. I was there every day, but I was late for about 4-5 classes because I couldn't nab a parking spot, because UB's parking is an absolute fucking mess. So anyway, once we got that taken care of, you're allowed only like 6 days of absences, of unexcused absences. If you could get an excused absence, like a medical thing or whatever, then it won't count as an absence against you. What ended up happening, I ended up being late for about 5 of the classes, but on the 5th one, I actually had a medical excuse. So I submitted that to my teacher, and he said, okay, if you miss one more day, you're going to get a C maximum in the class. That's the best grade you could get, is a C. I'm like, oh god, no. I mean, it's still passing the class, but, you can't get a fucking C in a class. That's just, no. I need to relight this. But anyway, so what I ended up doing, I made sure, I sacrificed so much. I woke up early in the morning just to make sure that I could get my ass to class on time. Like, I think it was about like a good month after I submitted that excuse. So I made sure that I got my ass to class on time every day since then, and I got a B. And I'm so happy. That was like the best B that I've earned ever. A B? Yeah, I know. This sucks. I need to relight this. Ashing it away. So anyway, oh my god, this video is really going to be more about shit that I can't afford. I don't know if y'all guys, just recently I just posted on my Facebook, on Newegg, there's a Corsair RAM, and it's actually very good Corsair RAM. It's very high-end gaming PC RAM, essentially, or the style alludes to a gaming PC. So it's the way the heat spreaders are patterned, and it's a certain series of RAM. I forgot what it was, but it was 1600 megahertz DDR3 RAM. 16 gigabyte modules. Those 4 modules, 16 gigabytes, for only $179. I don't know about you guys, but that is dirt fucking cheap for what that is. I'm gonna tell you that right now. When I got my 8 gigabytes of RAM, that cost $180 back then for the 8 gigabytes of G-Skill that I got, I think. And I remember my friends in tech telling me that for some reason RAM's at an all-time low for cost, so I'm really itching to get that 16 gigs, those 16 gigs of RAM, because, oh my god, I could do fucking anything with 16 gigs. Are you kidding me? Holy shit. But, that's what I'm thinking about doing. But what I'm thinking about more about doing is I'm gonna upgrade my AMD platform. Basically, my motherboard, my processor, and my heatsink. I'm gonna get like an entirely new setup going. I'm gonna basically. I have an Asus Crosshair 4 formula, which is an exceptional motherboard. The problem with that is it's an AMD motherboard. It's an 890FX chipset, which is a stellar chipset. I mean, that motherboard, the motherboard that I have, is not faulty in any way, shape, or form. And it served me very well. It has USB 3.0. It has a lot of good technologies in it. I mean, the built-in audio chip has stereo mix function on it. That's how badass that board is. I mean, yeah, I mean the networking thing, I don't know. I figured that was my router that was messing up. It wasn't my actual networking module in my motherboard. So, and I kind of got the card in vain, but whatever. I don't know if you guys remember that whole hassle with me not being able to access internet through my desktop. I actually found out that it was my router. My router's Ethernet ports were something, it was a firmware thing or something going on. Something funky was going on, but I swapped the router and the problem went away. So, yeah, now I just have a souped up networking card for no reason, but I don't know. I guess I could return it and get a refund, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't really need it anymore, but it's always good to have, just in case if the onboard shit stops working, you always have that card to go back to. But anyway, yeah, it's a really exciting time to get PC parts because, I don't know. See, I was saving up. I was originally saving up for the Intel 2600K chip. Now, the 2600K chip is the Sandy Bridge processor. It's basically the second generation of the Core iX series. So, if I already get the 2600K chip, that's basically the second generation of the Core i7, which I'm intending to get. And now that technology is going to be really slick. It'll basically be double the power of what I have currently. And what I have currently is very, very good. I mean, it's not as good as what it would be with hyper-threading, but, AMD doesn't have hyper-threading, so I'm probably going to just go ahead and upgrade that, just to reward myself for a good semester, well done. I easily could have fucked it up many times, but I came out unscathed, so I'm really happy about that. Maybe for my birthday, which is on July 23rd, maybe my birthday, I'm kind of crossing my fingers here, but maybe my mom could come up with some money and help me upgrade some of my PC. I know, I'm kind of fickle here, because my PC really doesn't need upgrading at all. I mean, everything is running flawlessly, and for that, I couldn't be more thankful. I mean, that PC has effectively made LPing twice as easy as it originally was on the Macintosh, so gotta love that. Yeah, another thing that I was looking at, and I know, I think I might be going a little bit overboard here, but currently my graphics card is an NVIDIA GTX 470. Now, the thing is, since I'm so used to using the NVIDIA card for Mercury playback on Premiere Pro CS5 to make my LPs, the thing is, with the AMD motherboard that I have, it won't allow for multiple NVIDIA cards, meaning that you can't SLI on the motherboard. You can use Crossfire X with the two ATI cards, and ATI is owned by AMD, so obviously they want you to use their technology and their technology only, and that's why they don't have SLI. However, with this motherboard I'm getting with the Core i7, it allows for both Crossfire X and SLI, so you can use two ATI cards, you can use two NVIDIA cards, it doesn't matter. The motherboard that I was looking into was an ASRock Fatality, and from what I'm hearing, it's a very, very good P67 motherboard. P67 really isn't the best chipset out there compared to X58. X58 is really, from what I heard, still like the top tier motherboard chipset to have, but, X58 isn't compatible with the next generation Core i7, so P67 it is. And P67 is actually still very good. It's about as good as what I have right now for the AMD chipset. Motherboard costs the exact same amount as my older motherboard did, which is really good. And I'm getting a little bit more technology out of this board too, which is pretty good. So it's just a matter of me waiting for a month or so, and I should be able to afford it with my own paycheck, and hopefully with some support funds from my mom on my birthday. That would be really nice. Just, just to upgrade my PC. See, the thing is, I was looking at a multiple GPU solution in the future for SLIing, and if I get this motherboard with the Intel chipset, I will be able to do 2 NVIDIA GPU setups. And my current card, which is a GTX 470, I was looking at a PNY card for, guess what, $180. You know how much the EVGA card that I originally have costed? That thing costed $320. If I could get an add-on PNY card with the same exact technology in it for $180, I will have 2 GTX 470s in that thing, which means that, oh my god, it's going to be a beast of a rig. Let me say that much. It's going to be very, very good. Goddamn. I'm really just like getting crazy over here. Can you imagine 16 gigabytes of RAM with 2 graphics cards and a Core i7 processor? That's like, how can you get any better than that? That's like the creme de la creme of any PC build. The only thing that beats it, excuse me, got a plane going over. The only thing that beats it is a 6-core Intel processor. And to be honest, the 6-core doesn't really beat the new Sandy Bridge quad-core processor. It really doesn't. I mean, the new Sandy Bridge really just hangs on the coattails of the 6-core processor. But, yeah, I know, stupid phone, but whatever. What time are we at anyway? Okay, so I better wrap this shit up. Basically what I'm saying is that, yeah, quad-core with hyper-threading with 2 NVIDIA graphics cards paired with 16 gigs of memory, you're all set. All you need is a solid-state drive, and I'm not going to upgrade to a solid-state drive, mainly because there's still quite a few things that I feel that they can improve upon in terms of the technology that they provide in a solid-state drive. Personally, I don't think it's worth the move. Especially since a lot of them have like limited times you can format the disk and random little bullshit like that, I'd much rather stick to a moving disk than, solid state. I mean, the technology is good, but it's not proven to be as reliable as a spinning hard drive, so I might as well just stick to the hard drives. I mean, the Western Digitals have been rock solid, steady. I've had 0 problems with the current Western Digital hard drives that I have. I have 3. I have 3 hard drives in my PC. I have a 1 terabyte and 2 500 gigabytes. So, it's been paradise with this current PC. But what I'm pretty much proposing the idea of here is basically doubling the power of my PC that I currently have, which will be pretty hacks. But that's just what I'm thinking of right now. It will take me a while to build my monies back up so I can spend, all this money. Because the processor, the Intel 2600K chip is going to cost me about a good $300. So it'll be worth the savings, though. It will be. But that won't be for another month or so. Big fucking whoop. No, it'll probably be a little bit over a month, to be honest. But I'll definitely be getting the motherboard probably by next week. Apparently, my paycheck isn't going to come in till next Tuesday. I thought it was going to be this Tuesday, but it's actually going to be next Tuesday. I know I'm going to be getting a lot of money because I did do quite a few of hours from the last couple months, but, with that being said, this is my rant about shit that I can't afford just yet. This is ALG signing off, and I will see you guys with another video in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.